Good morning, student. So in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the LCR series circuit, that is LCR series circuit, and in that series LCR circuit, we have derived the expression for the impedance, that is Z is equal to impedance Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. And from this one also we have written that tan phi, just to recall the diagram, and tan phi is equal to L omega minus 1 upon C omega divided by R, and cos phi is equal to R upon Z, which is nothing but R upon L omega minus 1 upon C omega. So these three parts we have found in series LCR circuit. Okay, now here the cases. First case, when XL is equal to XC or L omega. What is XL? XL is nothing but L omega is equal to 1 upon omega C or C omega. Then tan phi is equal to 0, because when you put here the value in this case, then we can write here these two values are equal. XL is equal to XC, then tan phi is equal to 0 or phi is equal to 0. Thus, there is no phase difference between the current and potential difference. Therefore, the given LCR circuit, is equivalent to a pure resistive circuit. Why it is so? Since phi is equal to 0, that means there is no phase difference, and you are very well aware of the fact that the phase difference is 0 in case of pure resistive circuit. So when you will put this condition, that is XL is equal to XC, then that time you will get phi is equal to 0. That means there is no phase difference, and if there is no phase difference, the current and the voltage, so that time we can say that is the pure resistive circuit. Therefore, impedance Z in such a circuit is given by Z is equal to R. Since it's a pure resistive circuit, so only the resistance is there which will oppose to the flow of current. So that is the case of the pure resistive circuit. The second case, second point is when XL is greater than XC. When XL is greater than XC or L omega is greater than 1 upon C omega. So that time tan phi will be positive, or we can say phi will be positive. If phi will be positive, that means the potential difference leads the current by an angle phi. That is, potential difference leads the current by an angle of phi. And in which circuit it is possible there? So such LCR circuit is known as inductance dominated circuit. Inductance dominated circuit. Okay, when tan phi is positive, phi will be positive, That means that circuit is the inductive dominated circuit. Third point. And also you remember when the potential difference lead the current by an angle of phi. Okay, maybe the value of phi is pi by 2. So in that case, that is nothing but the inductive dominated circuit. And third one is when XL is less than XC. If it is there, then I can write that is L omega is less than 1 upon C omega. So tan phi in this case will be negative, or phi will be here negative. Thus the potential difference lags behind. Thus the potential difference lags behind the current. Lags behind the current by an angle of phi. And such LCR circuit is capacitance dominated circuit. Capacitance dominated circuit. So I think you might have got here the purely resistive circuit, then inductive dominated circuit, and here the capacitance dominated circuit. Now fourth point is there. That fourth point is when VL is less than VC, or VC is greater than VL. In LCR circuit, then the phasor diagram will be like this. Let us draw the phasor diagram in this case. Now just you recall the phasor diagram in case of VL is greater than VC. Now here you have considered that is VC is greater than VL. So this is your y-axis, this is negative y-axis, this is x-axis. So here your VR, and it was here VL. Now here you can say this is your VC, and here you the VL. So yeah, you assume that here VAC is greater than VL. So both are in opposite, you can say, the phase. Therefore, the resultant will be this direction, that is VC minus VL, and the resultant you can draw so the resultant will be here OC, and this angle is nothing but here phi, and this is nothing but resultant OC is equal to E. So that we get the impedance Z is equal to square root of R square plus XC minus XL bracket square. Student, just you remember this equation when VL was greater than VC. So you got the impedance Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL minus XC bracket square. XL minus XC bracket square you have written because VL is greater than VC. Now if you are using VC is greater than VL, that means you can write the impedance as R square XC minus XL bracket square, and tan phi is equal to XC minus XL upon R. So that is the different cases in case of LCR series circuit when we are using different cases such as XL is equal to XC, pure resistive circuit, XL is greater than XC, inductance dominated circuit, XL is less than XC, then it has capacitance dominated circuit, and if you have assume or consider that is VC is greater than VL, then the respective phasor diagram phasor diagram, and the value of the impedance in such particular case will be Z is equal to square root of R square plus XC minus XL whole square. The term will be here interchange, you can see. So just we have discussed about this, the special cases. Now we will proceed for the impedance and admittance. Next point will be impedance and admittance. Impedance and admittance. So the total, what is meant by impedance? What is meant by impedance? Anybody? The impedance is nothing but the total effective, opposition offered by LCR circuit to alternating current is known as impedance. It is the total effective opposition offered by the LCR circuit to alternating current. So in general, impedance comprises three parts. So this impedance comprises three parts, that is L, R and C. Okay, or you can write L, XL, sorry, here you can write resistance R, you can write here resistance R, then inductive reactance XL and capacitive reactance XC, where XL and XC are opposite to each other. In series LCR circuit, the total reactance is taken as, what is the total reactance? In series LCR circuit, that is taken as plus minus XL minus XC. The reciprocal of reactance is known as susceptance. The new term susceptance is what? The reciprocal of reactance is known as susceptance. This is new terms you got here. What is by susceptance? Reciprocal of reactance. And reactance, you know, it is the opposition to the flow of current in the inductor or capacitor circuit. That is called as a reactance, capacitive reactance or inductive reactance. The impedance Z of the LCR circuit can be represented by diagrammatically, as you know, by the impedance triangle. Now what is the triangle here? So already you have drawn here. This was the value of, you can say, R. Then here this value was XL minus XC, and the resultant here impedance Z. So I can write the impedance Z of LCR circuit is represented by this figure, and here we have written that Z is equal to square root of R square plus L omega minus C omega whole square. or in terms of XL and XC, you can write Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square, where the you assume that VL was greater than C. This was the condition you have used. So this angle is nothing but your phi. Okay. Now the impedance of LR circuit. The impedance of LR circuit is opposition to the flow of current in case of when the inductor and resistors are connected in series. Then you can say that the impedance of LR circuit is given by Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL square, or you can write Z is equal to square root of R square plus L omega square. Okay, you can express in terms of the inductive reactance or by putting the value of L omega. So you can draw the figure of this impedance in case of LR circuit by using this diagram. Here is your, you can say R, OA, and this value is your XL. Remember, this magnitude of this one AB and this one XC, or you can say here the value of this AB. This is more greater than that of this one. This should be greater than this value because this is XL minus XC, and here you have taken the value of XC. So the resultant, how the resultant you will get here? The resultant value we can draw here. That is Z. So this is given by this relation. Z is equal to R square plus L omega square. And here the angle is phi. So the phase difference between the current and voltage is given by tan phi is equal to L omega upon R. Or I can write here XL upon R. Simply XL upon R. That is your tan phi. What conclusion you can draw from this? You can draw a conclusion that the current leads the voltage by pi by 2. Current leads the voltage by an angle of phi. Since you have considered some angle phi, so the current leads the voltage by an angle phi. Impedance of CR circuit. Now what is the impedance of CR circuit? The impedance of CR circuit, you can write Z is equal to R square plus X square. See which term is not present there, put the value of 0 in the value of this impedance. So ultimately you will get the corresponding value of the impedance in that respective circuit. For example, impedance of CR circuit. What is the impedance of CR circuit? So impedance Z is equal to square root of R square plus X square. Just to put the value of XL 0, so ultimately you will get this value. So Z is equal to square of this minus term will be plus. Remember here. Sometimes the students are getting confused about this sign here. So R square plus X square, or you can put the value of R square plus 1 upon omega c square or c omega square, or even you will put the value here also, then the square of the negative always becomes the positive. Okay, so this is the value of the impedance in case of the RC circuit. That means the capacitor and resistors are connected in series, which is now represented by, will represented here by this one. This was here value of this R represented by OA. Then this was here, you can say XC. So the resultant will be, here is the impedance Z. This angle is phi. The angle is phi. Therefore, the voltage lags behind. The voltage lags behind the current by an angle of phi. By an angle of phi. So what is tan phi in that case? So see here, once again you see these three figures. So in this particular figure, first figure, this value you have considered XL minus XC because the condition here XL is greater than XC. Second one, you have taken that the impedance of error circuit. That means you are having the XL and R here. So here the voltage leads. You can say, I think the current lead the voltage by an angle of phi. I think here should be the voltage Z. The voltage lead the current. Voltage lead the current by an angle of phi. Okay. Now here in this case, the voltage lags behind by an angle of phi. The voltage lags behind the angle of phi. So yes, it was the current leads the yes, the current can say here the lead the value of the, or in terms of the voltage and current, you can represent the voltage lags behind the current by an angle of phi. Okay. So these are the three things that we have considered in case of this figure. What is the importance of this figure in terms of the current leads and lags here? So we can show that the current lead the voltage by an angle of phi, or the voltage leads the current by an angle of phi here. So these three diagrams, this first one, the second one, and this third one, gives you the value of the voltage lags behind the current by an angle of phi. Therefore, tan phi is equal to So in the first case, the first figure we are drawn here, OA R, then this value are here, XL minus XC, and this value. And this value you are getting, that is Z, this angle is phi. So this is the figure, first figure, then you got the second figure. So in that one, we can write in two ways. Number one, what you can write here, either in terms of the voltage or in terms of the current. See, if you want to represent in terms of the current, see, I can write here in this figure, the current lags the voltage. See, current lags the voltage by an angle of phi, or voltage leads the current by an angle of phi. So either you express in this term, in this form, or in this form. That means current lags, you see, the current lags by an angle of phi, or the voltage leads by the angle of phi. Similarly, in this case, the voltage lags by an angle of phi, or current leads by an angle of phi. And already in the respective inductive reactance, inductor circuit, purely inductive circuit and purely capacitive circuit, what you have written in case of the purely inductive circuit? In case of purely inductive circuit, that means when the EMF is applied, when EMF is applied to an inductor, and what you have written here, that means EMF is applied to an inductor. So what you have written here, current lags behind the EMF by an angle of pi by 2. So the current lags behind. Okay. So the current lags behind in case of the inductive circuit, same thing I have written here. Current lags by the voltage of phi, since you have taken the angle phi here. This is the diagram which represents about the, you can see the impedance of LR circuit. And here you can write the voltage lags the current. The voltage lags the current behind the voltage lags behind the current by an angle of phi. Okay, because this resultant you can see that is nothing but the voltage here. So these two things that we have written here. So I think to remove this particular confusion from your mind, so I would like to suggest you one sentence, and that sentence is nothing but, for this particular sentences you have to remember. I will write here ELI the Iceman. The Iceman. These sentences you keep in mind. So how you will remember this one? Eli the Iceman. So you can write C here. ELI or E is the ELI the Iceman, means E for EMF, which is coming earlier here, or E is nothing but your voltage, I is the current, and here EL is the inductance, and C is the, can say, capacitance. So the inductance you can say here see inductance L, In inductance, this is related with the inductive circuit. Suppose in inductive circuit, in inductive circuit, the voltage E leads the current. Leads the current. Now, how you will remember that E leads the current? Since E is earlier, E पहले आ रहा है, I से पहले आ रहा है, इसलिए लीड कर रहा है. जो पहले आएगा वो लीड करेगा इस हिसाब से. सो ELI का मतलब क्या होगा? ELI का मतलब होगा इन इंडक्टिव सर्किट, the voltage leads the current. Since it is coming earlier, therefore leads the current. You know the angle? By pi by 2. Similarly, ICE means in capacitive circuit. Capacitive circuit, which is coming earlier, current. Okay, the current leads the voltage because current is coming earlier. Leads the voltage by an angle of pi by 2. So I think this ELI, the Iceman, will solve all your confusion about how to remember who is lagging by an angle and who is leading by an angle. If you take angle phi here, or if you take the angle pi by 2. So I think it has been now clear that about these things, that the voltage leads the current in the inductive circuit and the current leads the voltage in capacitor. Now we know that the impedance Z in LCR circuit. How the impedance is given in LCR circuit? The impedance is given by Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL minus XC bracket square, where the condition you are taken that XL is greater than XC. And if you take the XC is greater than XL, then you will get impedance Z is equal to R square plus XC minus XL bracket square. So impedance Z in LCR circuit is given by, no doubt it's LCR series circuit, is given by R square plus XL minus XC bracket square, where I is equal to E by Z, or E is equal to Z into I. So I can write I is equal to, already you have written this equation, all these equation you have written, I is equal to E upon this factor square root of R square plus XL minus XC bracket square. So now what is my admittance? We'll proceed for the admittance now. Impedance, the total effective opposition offered in LCR circuit to the alternating current. Okay, now we'll proceed for the admittance. What is in by admittance? I'll keep this sentence, which is very important to remember the current and voltage relation in case of the inductive and capacitive circuit, that is ELI, the Iceman. Now the admittance. What is in the admittance? The reciprocal of impedance. Reciprocal of impedance is called admittance. So admittance is denoted by letter A. A is equal to 1 by Z. Okay, now you know the value of this Z, so I can write 1 upon square root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. The unit of impedance, Z is ohm. Why? Because this is nothing but the effective opposition to the flow of current. Therefore, its impedance will be, the unit of impedance is ohm. Now the unit of admittance. Since it is reciprocal of this one, so I can write the reciprocal of ohm is, that is ohm inverse, or we can write here MHO. Just you go in the reverse direction, MHO, or we can write here Siemen, SIEMEN. So this is the unit of admittance, that is, you can write here ohm inverse or 1 upon ohm simply, that you can write, which is written like this, or you write this ohm in a reverse order, that is MHO, or it is also called as Siemen. So these are the things we have studied in this lecture about the impedance and admittance. And important line also to remember about the where the voltage is leading the current, or the current is leading the voltage in which circuit. In inductive circuit, in case of inductive circuit, the voltage leads the current. In case of capacitive circuit, the current leads the voltage. And here in case of admittance, impedance and admittance, the impedance is nothing but the total effective opposition offered by the LCR circuit, and admittance is nothing but the reciprocal of the impedance. So by using the values of this impedance, we got the unit of impedance as ohm, and unit of admittance is nothing but here MHO, or you can say Siemen. So student, I think you have got some new idea or new concept about the impedance and admittance, and the special cases that we have dealt about the values of the capacitive reactance and the inductive reactance, and also the if XL is equal to XC, or XL is greater than XC, or XC is greater than XL. All these three cases we have dealt here, and we have also drawn the phasor diagram for VC is greater than VL, and we have proved the relation for the impedance in that case, which is just simply you can say interchanging the value of these two. And similarly, in case of tan phi, the relation will be XC minus XL upon R, where in this particular case where VL is greater than VC is greater than VL. So I hope the new concept, new terminology, and new formulas you have studied in this lecture. So all you revise once again and keep this formula ready for the further purpose. So thank you very much.